Hello everyone and welcome back to Cattails. And I want to apologize for us not having had Cattails much these past few days. I've been hit with some unfortunate technical difficulties on a couple of days in a row here, and unfortunately it has kept me from recording Cattails. So thankfully I think all of that is resolved and we should be back and good to go, and hopefully that won't happen again. So anyway, we are here with Dusty, and we're going to go ahead and visit with all of the, well, they're not kittens anymore, but with all of his kittens. And we'll say hello to all of them and see what they're up to. I'm glad for all the exciting memories we've made. My fur is getting thicker as the air is getting colder. Yeah, that's what happens. They do grow a nice undercoat in the winter. Want to chat for a while, Dusty? Crunchy leaves are no good when you're trying to walk around unnoticed. That is true, that is true. It does make it harder to be stealthy. And Storm, you always inspire me, Dusty. There's a chill in the air today. Can you feel it, Dusty? Indeed, it is definitely getting colder, especially with this rain. Great to see you. What do you think about all this rain we're having? Honestly, I like the rain. Now, that said, we don't really get it often here, but it is nice. And I do quite enjoy good rain. Let's visit with Scout as well. What do you think we should have for dinner? Personally, I'm thinking squirrel sounds pretty good. Well, we'll probably have squirrel for dinner then. I don't know. It depends on if we can find one, though, because it is getting colder out. Let's make sure we put this blue jay over here, someplace safe. And then we've been working lately on trying to claim all of the territory that we can. So we're going to make sure we go fight in the battles. We're also trying to get down to the bottom of the pirate mine, but we're not going to do that just today. In fact, I think what we're probably going to do is go talk to Doc and get healed up, because we're still pretty injured right now. Oh yeah, and let's bring a lot of this lavender with us, because we have several pieces of it right now. And are there more in the herb box? There are a few more in the herb box. Okay, so we'll hang on to some of our food as well, and make sure, well, we can eat the sea bass, and we can eat those. And then I'm going to put the conch in here, actually, because those are pretty rare. And then, maybe we'll leave our rabbits here. I'm trying to keep the inventory clean now. We haven't always kept it very clean. And then, it's nice to have it a little more organized. And yes, I do know about R sorting your inventory. I'm just not used to it, because I didn't know it existed right away, and so I got used to not sorting it, so I kind of just don't sort it most of the time, but I do know that is a thing. So let's go ahead, we'll visit the shop. We're going to sell off, or actually, no, I don't think we're going to sell that dove. I'm pretty sure that dove was a gift. But let's go talk to Doc and see if we can get healed up. Good to see you, Dusty. Here to chat for a bit? I've got time for you. What does he say if we talk to him? I don't know if our health is low enough. I happened upon a spare valerian this morning. Thought maybe you could use it. Oh, thank you, Doc. It's yours now. Have a good one, Dusty. Well, thank you. Aw, that'll help us get around. It's always nice when they, they give gifts, and we make sure to give some gifts as well. Actually, we do have some golden seal we could give him. Oh, and we should keep some marigold on us, too, in case we need healing. But let's heal up here. And 31, yeah, that's fine. That'll be well worth it. So there we go. We're up to 180 health again. And we just need to find a few more power paws, and hopefully then, okay, let's, and supposedly, actually, I'm gonna pick some of these up. I think some of them are supposed to be in the mines, too, is what I've heard. There's only a few left. And so maybe we'll head up this way real fast and check in Molo's mine, because I heard that there are possibly some that can be found on level 50, and I wanted to check if that's true, because if that's the case, that would account for 3 of them, because I don't think we found any that are on the mines, because we were already down to level 100 in Molo's mine, and I don't think we've reached level 50 on any of the others. So that would account for 3 of them, which would mean there'd just be 1 left. I think over here, they did an amazing job with hiding all of these power paws, because that's a lot to put different places. But that is one thing that we want to do before Dusty's story ends up wrapping up. Don't worry, you guys, I don't think that'll happen soon, but it may be time for him to pass the torch to one of his kittens at some point here, because, I mean, at this point in time, we've been playing for 6 years, so he's probably at least 7 or 8 years old now, and if that's the case, then I don't think he's probably that near old age yet, but he might be to the point where he's starting to slow down, especially considering that he is a wildcat living out in the world. Oh, yes, they are here. Okay. So we have to get to the different levels of the different mines again. Okay, well, ascend the stairs to the surface. I just want to check on that, so that's cool. But yeah, so he's probably getting to the point where he might start to slow down, especially since he is living out in the wild, and that tends to be more strenuous and more difficult life than a lot of house cats may lead. So we want to be, he'll probably want to start taking it a little bit more easy, and Scout too, for that matter, as she's probably similar in age to him, and so she's not as young as she used to be either. So I don't know exactly how that'll, I feel like it's one of those things where we'll kind of, when it's time, I think we'll know it's time. There'll probably not be that much left to do in the game here, and it'll kind of be one of those situations where we just know that it's time to pass the torch. It's time for Dusty to retire and to settle down and maybe lead a bit of a quieter life. Let's use diplomacy here, and then we'll maybe use some lavender to boost it up the rest of the way. There we go. Riverbend is now ours. Let's come over this way again, because I think let's make sure we're keeping Tomb Creek. I'm not going to boost it up higher than that right now. Let's see if we can get some of these ones up here. Not Oakwood, because that's a little bit more. And we'll come over here. But basically what we want to do, though, before Dusty would retire, we want to make sure that we try and take on the whole map and take as much territory as we can. Eventually kind of claim as much of the map as it's possible to claim. Is this one of the ones? This is not fully ours, but we might want to... Okay, we're going to use some lavender on this one, and we might use some lavender up here as well. There also could be some lavender in the area below us, so we might want to take that one. These are going to decay a little bit with each passing day, so we probably... You know what we should check? I think Ember may sell lavender. I'm not 100% positive on that, but we might have to check it out, because if Ember sells lavender, then that's definitely something we could take advantage of. And we have quite a few Mews, and I somehow suspect we aren't going to need all of them. I generally try and save quite a few if I can, because you never know when a new update might bring more stuff that you can purchase, and when you might want to have some of that on hand. But, or should I say on paw? Perhaps on paw would be more fitting. Let's actually warp back to the den, and then we'll make our way up here again, and then I'll give our diplomacy skill some time to regen here. But I generally try and keep some. I try to keep some of our Mews on hand, but we have quite a few, and so I don't think we maybe necessarily need all of them. So we have marigold. So we don't have lavender. Do any of the other cats sell lavender? I'm not sure if they do or not. It might be one of those things that you just have to find. And if that's the case, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I think if we keep looking around... Oh, we scared a rabbit. If we keep looking around, we should be able to do pretty well, except through the winter time. That's going to be a little harder. But we have our diplomacy skill, which will help us out as well. And then, of course, we can make sure we're fighting in the battles. And we'll go ahead and do that here. We're actually really close. And we should be able to fight in some of these battles here. I'm going to eat the squirrel. And let's come over this way. And I think... Oh, yep. Okay, Cuddles is here. Ooh, Cuddles does a lot of damage. Okay, oh, I don't think these guys are gonna... I don't even think these guys necessarily need our help, but we certainly will give them a paw here. And, oops, I meant to look at skills. Oh, we can upgrade something else. Maybe Wild Slash? Maybe. And some of you guys had a good idea, too, that we could use possibly the Snake Lily when we're fighting in the mines, because it's generally, or at least in our series, we consider it bad form and a little bit unfair to use it against cats. It's kind of a malevolent thing to do. It's not very good. It's not sportsmanlike. It shows that you really want to hurt the other cat, and so it's not a very good thing to do. It's it's a bit of, it's almost more on the evil side of tactics. But to use it against bats and the ghosts and stuff, well, that's a little bit of a different matter. That's not quite the same kind of thing. And so possibly we would, possibly we could use it against them, and then it wouldn't be such a big deal because it wouldn't be against other cats. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a different situation, and so we might use it there, because that can certainly help as well when you're fighting. And now Canyon Cliffs is ours. Alright, I'm gonna come over here. We sort of claim that one, but I want to claim the other... There's another one down here. I want to claim this one, this Forest East, if we can. If we can use the lavender to help us out there, I think we can claim it. And that should help out. We're basically just trying to claim as much of the map as we can, which is going to be, the most we can claim is everything but the two other colony camps, Mountain Domains Camp and Mystics Camp, and then the Sacred Temple itself. So we have the ability to claim everything else other than that, pretty much. Okay, Forest East. This is the one I wanted to work with. Let's make sure we claim, and it is now ours. And we can even venture down here a little bit and just pass through some of these areas where we maybe haven't claimed as recently. Oop, let's gather some berries. And I'm pretty sure this does last a lot longer than it used to, the sprint, I mean. It seems like it lasts longer now that we have a higher level. The river's really just raging here. Oh, and we have a black hare that we had forgotten, or not forgotten, but that I think we hadn't had room for it. And I believe this is fully ours now. And this one is almost fully ours. Yeah, Rushing Rocks is now ours. Oh yeah, no, it already was, okay. I'm a little confused on where we are, okay. Let's come down here. And Overstones, we can come pretty close to claiming it, I think. So 5% and 1%. So we're pretty close here. So let's start making our way back, and we'll probably warp here. Now that it should be about 8 by the time we get back. So here we go. Yeah, I think it will be fine. And perfectly timed. So let's go ahead, we'll save the game, and we'll go ahead and go to sleep. Here we are. And it's so cool how he glows even when he sleeps. And let's head this way and visit with everybody up here. So Autumn, how are you doing? Want to chat for a while, Dusty? Hey, so do you need a mouse? I got you one. Oh, thank you, Autumn. This will be great to snack on while we're heading out and about today. I'm glad for all the exciting memories we've made. My fur is getting thicker as the air is getting colder. That it is, that it is. And Storm? You always inspire me, Dusty. There's a chill in the air today. Can you feel it, Dusty? It definitely is getting colder. I feel like they have similar things that they say at this point, but maybe it's just random that it's rolled similar things. Great to see you. I like how I look a bit like you, Dusty. You do. You have our eyes. You definitely have our eyes. And let's chat with Scout as well. Here we go. I love you, Dusty. I really lucked out. Dusty, you're the best. You talk to me, you bring me awesome gifts, you really care about me, and it shows. Aw, thank you, Scout. And speaking of, we actually have a rabbit, not on us, but down here. We have one for you. And we can bring that up, and here we go. Let's go ahead and give her the rabbit, and then I think I might stash some of these berries, maybe. But maybe, you know what, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll keep some of them here for now. And we should probably keep like a berry drawer or something. We've been keeping our, we can put some of them back in here. We've been keeping some of our golden seal and stuff and the marigold out and about. So maybe we'll continue to do that. And let's drop some of this off over here, because it doesn't hurt to have a bit of golden seal as well. It just takes up more inventory room. So we can drop this here. There we go. And we'll drop a few more. And we probably don't need all the marigold then if we're going to carry around some golden seal. So let's keep that up here, and then I think we're gonna take this black hare and we'll drop it sort of near this one, because then we'll have some extra rabbits if we need them. I'm actually gonna drop off some extra marigold too, because we have a lot of the golden seal, And so we can do this. We might want to consider growing some lavender instead of always the catnip, but we shall see. How is our reputation with the other colonies, actually? 41 Mystic and 28 Mountain. So possibly, especially if we end up getting catnip, we might be able to start raising our reputation with some of them and see what they have in their shops, because if we have the, oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no, it's gone. It's gone. But if we can raise our reputation, we might be able, and we could buy lavender from some of them, we might be able to continue claiming. And that's kind of a nice diplomatic way of doing it as well, because then that's kind of like, in a way, kind of negotiating. Oh, they're giving us some more territory. We're kind of negotiating for it. It's a very nice way of doing things. And we have more golden seal. It's always good to pick up herbs if you can, because they give you lots of experience. They give you 2 per herb, and so you can get quite a bit of experience just from going herb gathering. Now up here we have a battle with, I have to say, probably with Mountain, and then a lower one probably with Mystic. Here we go. Oh my, okay, Baron is here. Oh wow. Baron and Romeo. Romeo's on our side. Angel, Joy, and Midnight. Those are Christmassy names. Okay, we got Joy. There we go. And here we go. Nope, there we don't go. Alright, let's see what we can gather from here. Oh, there's catnip, speaking of. Let's see. I feel like it might have been available in Mountain Domain, but I'm not positive. So let's head up here. And we'll see. We'll see if we can find any up here in Mountain Domain, because, or like we'll see if we can give them gifts and find out if they have any for sale. But we need to raise our reputation quite a bit with them, so maybe we'll start working more on that. We should be utilizing that Sacred Temple Warp quite a bit, because I think that'll help us out. And let's check over here real fast and just see what these other herbs are. It's valerian and, oh, the other one's down. And golden seal, okay. So let's keep coming this way. And we're gonna see if we can, find anything over here. Oh, there's this, but here's the camp. So we'll see if we can, give some gifts to Jag to boost our reputation. We'll give some of this catnip here. And we'll see. There we go. We're gonna give catnip to the Mountain Domain. And we're up to 30. That boosted it by quite a lot. Wow. What about, does valerian do much for them? It gives 2, so that's not too bad. Valerian is one of the things that we don't use quite as much. And so that's probably something that we could use to give quite a few gifts. Because we don't really need to keep it all on us. So let's come down here. We'll gather some of these berries, perhaps. And then we'll make our way down to Mystic, I think. Or let's make our way down to the other battle first. In fact, let's just warp to the Sacred Temple, because that's going to be a lot closer. And we need to use our diplomacy skill, too. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, we got to use that up at least once. We'll make our way down here. And I think the orchard... I kind of want to use it on the one up above, but I think we're going to use it, or here's 2 lavender. You know what, we're going to make a quick detour up and use it on that one that needs, even more, we're going to use it on this square here. I'm sorry, I'm not communicating very well today. We're going to use it on that square up there, because then we'll need to, we should be able to claim that one, or at least come pretty close, and we should be able to finish off with the lavender. So I think we'll be able to get pretty close with our diplomacy skill, and then we'll be using it up. And once we've used it partway up, that'll be good. Oh, here's berries. Let's pop over here real fast. We'll use it here, and then we can use like 1 lavender to finish it off. There we are. And these things do decay a little bit slightly over time, but it's usually not that dramatic, and if you can continue to walk the borders each time. Oh, perfect. This will be good for when we go down to Mystic, if we do end up going down there today. But we want to make sure we fight in the battle as well and defend our territory, and then this needs some time to regenerate, and so I don't know if that'll be ready again by the time we're done, but we'll see. So let's eat a frog. There we go. And the river span. Okay, here we go. We're pretty close, so let's just use our sprint ability to get down faster. Can't quite catch that rabbit, unfortunately. South Woodland. Let's make sure we head down here. I think we're getting pretty close. There we go, past Rushing Rocks, and Rushing Rocks is entirely ours. Here we are. So we should be able to, uh-oh, we're gonna have to do quite a bit in this battle, I think. Alright. Yep, okay, we gotta just avoid. Alright. And here we go. Never pays to get too cocky in a battle. That's a surefire way to get yourself in trouble, no matter how much fighting skill you have. Alright. And there we go. Think battle is won. Yep, there we go. And let's make sure we gather up these mews, and then is this place, it's 100% ours, so we should be able to pop down here. And I think we'll be able to claim this one then, too. Overstones, we're, I think it might be, so I don't know exactly how it works, but it might depend on the tiles that are adjacent to it. So it might decay faster if you're, close to another cat's territory as opposed to your own. Because it seems to be pretty stationary, like we're halting the decline of it, but we're not gaining any more territory. Let's use our lavender here because I think, there we go, we were able to claim it. And I want to use diplomacy here, but it's not quite ready. So maybe we'll head towards Mystic and just see if we can get close. If we get up to full food and then, oh hey, no, don't do that. Oh, there's several cats here. I feel like these two are sisters, and one of them is angry that we got in a fight with, I think Sophie is angry that we got in a fight with her sister. And Shelly is here as well. Why are Mountain Domain cats so far down south? That's a little bit disconcerting. And Cappuccino. Alright, we should be able to, I think we can evade if we're just cautious. There we go. Alright, and it may not be worth it to try and go to Mystic now. We've kind of wasted the little time we had. So let's just kind of wander around here and see if we can get any herbs, maybe any more lavender. I really would like to get more lavender if we can, but I don't know if we will or not. I'm just kind of waiting for our, why wouldn't it let me, there we go. It wasn't letting me use the skill for a moment, but I just kind of want to wait for our diplomacy skill to recover so that we can use it on this one here. And it should be ready in just a few seconds. There we go, and I think we're going to go ahead, and we don't have enough lavender to use this, so we'll just go ahead and warp back home in a minute here. Maybe we'll pop up and use some lavender on this bit here first, though, because I think this one up here we'd be able to claim with lavender, and we can use off our last piece that way. Alright, and then I think we're going to teleport back. Here we go. And we'll use that here, and now South Woodland is ours. So we're going to warp back to the den as well. We're pretty much ready to go. It's just a little bit, okay, there we go. I just have to wait a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.